Alycats and you viewers. So today is finally another Inside Alyssa White. I know I promised I was going to do one of these before I went to Indiana and I kind of forgot about it. But I'm doing it today, and by the way, let me know if you like this setup better with the chair and the camera, because Marcus taught me a new trick, so if you'd like me to go back to the original setup I had, I can, or I can keep this. Just let me know. But I'll start with answering questions first. Or that's the whole point of this video. Why would I say first? Anyway, Mario and Sonic 1986, one of my good friends, has several questions. First off is, am I a fan of Arnie, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and his films like Commando, Predator, and Terminator 2? Okay, I've got to be honest, not a huge Schwarzenegger fan, and I have seen the Terminator films and enjoyed them, but I have never seen Predator, which I've been wanting to for a while, but I just never saw it, because like I said before, I was never allowed to watch R-rated movies until I was 16, so I'm catching up, and I have actually never heard of Commando, so I'm sorry. And the second one is, do I like any TV show that J.J. Abrams has been involved in, like Lost, Fringe, and Alias? I was really into Lost for the first couple of seasons, and then I stopped watching it for some reason. I really want to go back and watch every episode, especially because Ian Somerhalder is in it, and he played Boone, and I know how Boone, ended up, but Ian Somerhalder, oh my gosh. It's more like Ian Smolderhotter, but I liked Lost for the first couple seasons. I don't know why I stopped watching it, but I've never seen Fringe or Alias, which a lot of people say Fringe that I should watch because I would like it. I don't know. Let me know if you think I would like Fringe. And Alias, I was so young when that came out that I just didn't watch it. But I am a J.J. Abrams fan. Like, I love the two new Star Trek films. And I don't know if I'll watch the new Star Wars. I might. It just depends. But yeah, I mean, I like some of his stuff. And the third question is, have you seen any movie with Jim Carrey? Dumb and Dumber is classic. Okay, another confession. I do not like Jim Carrey at all. I don't think he's funny, and I've said this before. I don't like comedies for the most part, unless they're dark comedies. So I'm really not a big Jim Carrey fan. I have seen films with him in it. I've seen, what was it? Bruce Almighty? Is that the first one? I get him confused. Bruce Almighty, I think. Yes Man. I've seen The Mask. I've seen tons, but I just really don't like him as an actor, and I don't like comedic films. So I'm sorry to disappoint you. I know I probably disappointed you on every single one of these questions. The next question is from Retro Rename, or as I like to call him, R2, or Jester, and he is trying to screw with me on this question, but I have an answer. He asked me, who's your favorite AFL team, which that could really mean two different things, because that could either mean American Football League or Australian Football League, which I know which one you're talking about, I'm pretty sure, and my favorite team is your favorite team. Haha, in your face. I'm a sweetheart. But yeah, your favorite team's my favorite team. I got you on that one. Okay. The next question is from Insta. Did I say your name right? And they ask, what were you looking forward to most at your first con, which is Indie Pop Con? I was really just looking forward to meeting, Rachel and Seth, of course, and meeting Ron Glass, Esme Bianco, Christian Nairn, meeting my friend Rich for the first time, which was awesome. I was just so excited, and I was excited to go to Indianapolis. I mean, I'd never been there. I'd never been to Indiana. Like, I've been to very few states, so it was really awesome to go to another state and kind of see what it was like. I actually like Indianapolis. It's not as great as Los Angeles, in my opinion, but, Indianapolis is pretty cool. There was a lot of stuff to do, and I'd love to go back one day. It was awesome. And you know what? I'm having to find questions because I don't prepare ahead of time. Miss Ragnarok is next. I love this girl. Her first question is, will you be participating in the Summer Backlog Challenge? And since I was late with this video, yes, I am. I made a video. If you haven't seen that, go watch it, which I think you did. I think I remember you commenting on it, so I'm sorry for being late with that question. And the second one is, has there ever been a game that made you put down the controller and say to yourself, I will never play this again, and why? can be basically anything: difficulty, poor controls, or it just wasn't enjoyable. Yeah, the most recent game that came to mind that was like that was Killer is Dead. I'm a pretty big Suda51 fan. I've liked pretty much every game he's made beforehand, but Killer is Dead just really disappointed me. I mean, the story was terrible. The combat was fun, but I mean, it got very repetitive. I mean, the art style was probably the best thing about the game. The art style was gorgeous, but after a while, I got so tired of doing the same things over and over and over, and this story just drove me crazy. I just had to put it down. I mean, I could not finish it. I got about halfway through, and I was just like, I have to quit because I can't play this anymore. This is torture. You know, I was expecting something along the lines of Shadows of the Damned or Lollipop Chainsaw or Killer 7, you know, and this just let me down. I know a lot of people actually like this game, and I'm sorry. I'm weird, okay? I'm a black sheep. But I just had to put it down. And let's see, yes, there's more questions. Gothic Gotharita, another person I adore. First question, have you ever felt embarrassed to admit liking a video game when you were younger or anything of the sort? No, I've never felt ashamed. Even when I was younger, when video games weren't really cool, you know, I wasn't ashamed to say, hey, I played Tomb Raider in your face because you don't play it. No, I never really said that. I just said that in my mind because I went to a private school, and if I would have said that, I probably would have got kicked out. But I was never ashamed to be a gamer. I never was. I thought I was actually cooler than everyone else, which I was. I didn't really think that. Maybe a little bit. The second question is, what's your opinion on the broken state of video game reviews / video game journalism? Well, since I do video game reviews and video game journalism, that's a good question. I know what you're talking about though, like with IGN and Machinima and, you know, companies like that. Which I do know, like, I've heard Activision pays companies to give good reviews about Call of Duty. Do I know if that's true or not? No. If it is, it's pretty it's pretty sad. I mean, you shouldn't pay someone to review your game and give it a good score. I just believe that if you're going to review a game or do a journalistic piece, you need to do it with your opinion. Don't be influenced by anyone else. And, you know, even if you think you'll get a lot of hate for it, just do it because it's your opinion. You shouldn't pander to the mainstream audience or whoever, you know, is going to be reading your piece or watching your piece. I just believe that journalism should be honest. So that's my opinion on that. Third question is, what do you think about the upcoming generation of kids? I ask because 95% of teenagers I see don't even know what an NES, Dreamcast, or even what Final Fantasy / an RPG is, and that just annoys me because they pretty much worship the Xbox, no offense, none taken, but don't know what gaming really is. I don't know, to be honest. The next generation of kids are going to grow up, you know, with like the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and, you know, they're going to expect these gorgeous graphics and, you know, all this high-tech stuff, and then if they go and play, you know, like a PS1 or PS2 or, you know, a Sega console or one of the older Nintendo consoles, they're going to be like, this game is crap because the graphics aren't great, you know, the controls aren't up to par, and that does make me sad, but, you know, I just have to realize that, you know, some people, like my niece and nephew, they're going to grow up and they're going to expect more from games than we did as kids. So, I mean, that's my opinion on it. It's just generational. I mean, do we really, I mean, to us, watching old TV shows is kind of, you know, like, a lot of times we're like, ugh, this is black and white, this isn't funny, you know? So it's kind of like the same thing, but not at the same time. I'm trying to get a point across that it's not going across, but that's kind of like my drift, I guess. Gothic Gotharita's fourth question is, has anyone told you how you should like a game and what you like / dislike in a game? Yes, I've been told by a lot of people that I should like this game or this game, like Call of Duty. Like, people should be like, I've been told you're not a gamer because you don't play Call of Duty. And I have played some of the Call of Duty games before. I'm not a fan. I'll play the campaign, but I really don't like playing multiplayer. And that's just my honest opinion. I'm not a huge, like, people person when it comes to gaming. I want to play by myself. I don't mind talking to others on consoles, but actually playing with someone, I get filled with so much rage that I'm scared for the other person. That's how bad it is. I scream and yell, and that's way off topic, but, you know, that's just, I don't like playing Call of Duty, and people are like, you should play Call of Duty. Or they say, you should really play the Mario games, and I don't like them. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people like Mario, and I don't mind. I mean, I don't judge. I'm not telling you, hey, you gotta hate it because I hate it. No, not at all. If you love Mario, I'm happy for you, and, you know, that's totally up to you. But I don't like being told, play Mario and love it, because I don't like Mario at all. I don't. I'm sorry. But yeah, a lot of people have told me I should like certain games. I'm just like, nope, not gonna like it because I've tried it. I don't like it. Sorry. And the fifth one is, were you ever lonely at a point in your life? If so, how did you cope with it, and what's your opinion on loneliness? I'm lonely every single day, basically, and I don't cope with it well at all, to be honest, because mostly I just sit at home and watch movies or TV shows, play games, I'll text people, occasionally I'll go out and see a friend, but with my anxiety and depression, it's really hard for me to actually go out because I'm so afraid of so many different things. So I'm lonely a lot, to be honest, and it's kind of, I mean, it's sad, yeah, but I escape to another world by, you know, reading or watching TV or movies or playing a game. You know, that's how I deal with loneliness. I mean, I'm even lonely when my parents are here because who wants to be with their parents all the time? Don't tell them I said that. But yeah, I'm lonely most of the time, actually, to be honest. Okay. Next question. If my phone will work right. Okay, come on. This is not even funny, phone. Oh my gosh, the phone is not working right. Justin Finnegan, I'm trying to answer your question, but my phone will not pull it up. This is a technical difficulties right here. And this is the last question too. Oh my gosh, just let me do it. Just let me do it. I know, okay. I'm just going to have to see what if there was a question after this, I'm sorry, Justin Finnegan. My phone is being a little biatch right now. But he asked, did you ever see the TV shows Roswell or the Sarah Connor Chronicles? I never saw either of those. Now, I've heard great things about Roswell, and I know about Roswell, obviously, but I've never seen it. Should I watch it? Let me know. And the Sarah Connor Chronicles, I should actually watch that because Lucy Hale was in that. But it was only on for like a season, wasn't it? So I could totally watch that. But yeah, I was interested in that show, but then everyone told me it was terrible, so I never watched it. But that was when I listened to people, and now I should totally watch it. So yeah, I'll definitely watch the Sarah Connor Chronicles just to see if I like it. And if people recommend Roswell to me, I'll watch that too. I love to hear new TV show recommendations. So those were the questions for Inside Alyssa White number 5. I know I probably upset a few people with my answers, but I'm honest, okay? That's all I can be, is honest. So, if you'd like to see an Inside Alyssa White number 6, I had to throw in a fourth 6. I can't say 3 6s. Just leave a comment in the comment box down below. Let me know what your question is. You can ask however many you want to. Just do it. It's fun for me. Hopefully it's fun for you. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe and to see all kinds of stupid geekiness and stuff. Because, you know, I'm a stupid geek. And favorites that your friends and family can see and tell strangers. And share me as long as you do it nicely. I love each and every one of you so much. And thank you for asking questions. It makes me happy. Peace and kisses. Bye.